morning everybody, my name is Roanna. I am a nursing student from Australia. Usually I make videos about nursing school and my experience with everything, but given the current COVID-19 pandemic, everything has kind of changed. So I am still kind of working through university stuff, and I thought I would make a vlog about kind of working online, but also still going into labs. So my university, University of Sydney, we are still attending our nursing labs, like clinical labs in person, but there's a lot of changes around how we actually go about those so that we're still doing social distancing and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd take you guys along. I have 2 of my clinical labs today and they don't start until 11. So I thought I would take you guys, check it out, because this is the first time that I will be doing my labs since all of the social distancing and all of the kind of, all of the restrictions came out around kind of universities or like, I don't know, gatherings and things like that. So yeah. It'll be interesting today. Before I go ahead, I'll let you know today is Tuesday the 24th of March. It is basically where we're at right now in New South Wales, at least, is kind of like a bit of a tipping point. The New South Wales Premier has just kind of stated over the past kind of 24 hours that things are starting to shut down. So New South Wales is starting to go into a bit of a mini lockdown kind of thing, which is a bit interesting to see how that works. I am also still working as an assistant nurse as well. So yeah, so far I haven't lost my job, which is kind of crazy to think that I literally only got this job about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm extremely lucky to be in this position. Apart from that, we'll see how we go. It's a bit of a crazy time. I'm not going to comment too much about COVID-19 itself or what's going on really. I just want to share my experience as a nursing student through going through this pandemic. So it's just on 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do an hour of work before I head off, and then I'm going to drive into uni at about 10 o'clock. I'm going to leave at 10 so I can get in, find a park, and get to my lab. Okay, I'll take you guys along. Okay, so I've just gotten to uni, I've driven in. There's plenty of parking because there's no one here. The only thing that we do have on face-to-face is our labs. So that's what I'm here for. So I'm just gonna get a coffee. Luckily the cafe is still open, I think. So I'm gonna go get one and then head straight into my lab. So this is Yasmin, and we're at uni today. We're trying to keep at least a metre apart, but thought we would chat about our labs, given that they're still face-to-face, but kind of being adjusted because of social distancing. Have you had any labs yet? You've just had your...
I just had my first one, yeah.
What was it like?
It was different. We had to divide, like there was only a certain amount of people that turned up today, very limited. And then we sort of split the class into 2 rooms. So there was only, fewer numbers in each. We reduced the team sort of from 3 people to just 2. Yeah. And I guess it was equal anyway, so it worked out well. But being that we only had an hour, we were short for time, so we had more of a discussion as a group together rather than an individual one-to-one with our teacher. But it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah, I think that was because we just had one as well.
Yeah.
With acute stuff, and that was very similar, where we kind of
broke into small groups and we couldn't kind of interact with everybody. Yeah. But then
so you had to be in one corner.
Discussion. Yeah. So everyone was kind of like separated. We were wiping down like the mannequins after every time we were touching them, and
washed hands too before entering, after entering.
Which I think is probably good standard practice anyway to have in the lab.
It's nothing new to us because we always do it anyhow, but it's just there's more emphasis now on it.
Yeah. And then online tutorials and things.
That's fun. I enjoy it.
Because we've got a few tutorials together
we do.
Online, which I really like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're using Zoom. So Sydney Uni is using Zoom at the moment. And it's been pretty easy to get started on, I think. You just
For me, that's someone that's really not good with technology. It's been really user-friendly, so I recommend it.
Yeah, and I think as long as, like, the majority of people now have laptops that have a camera, and I think there were still some people that were dialing in on their phones, which you can do as well. You can dial into the same conversation rather than being connected to the internet. So I think it was working pretty well.
I think I dialed in with the Dean when she had a...
Yes. With the big meeting.
Yeah, with that big meeting, that's when I used my phone. But then
the one thing that I will say is that for that meeting in particular, there was a big meeting for everyone in Sydney Nursing School, and there was a capacity of only 300 available on that Zoom meeting. So there was a lot of people that missed out attending, which was difficult. So I ended up being able to video in.
Me too.
I watched the video. I got on there quite quickly. But even before it started, it was at capacity.
It was at capacity, but then again, throughout, because I sort of watched like a solid hour of it.
Yeah.
It went for long.
It was very long. It was at least an hour.
Well, maybe I watched 45 minutes of it or so, but once she got to the point of answering the questions that were asked, so I sort of listened. So I sort of listened to a couple of the ones that I would have asked as well. And once I got the answers for those and the reassurance and we're all in the same boat kind of thing, and just knowing their stance, because like being left in the dark, no one really wants that to happen to them. And in this case, we sort of were, because we just heard things from different sources, different unis, and
I think the issue is that because everything's moving so fast, it's hard to like be up to date with everything, and the uni is also getting all this information that's new as well,
daily
and they're trying to make changes daily. So there's lots of things that are changing daily, and they're trying to update us as well. So I think even though we're kind of feeling like we're in the dark, they're probably just as much in the dark as well. So we're kind of learning things as they're coming through.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now I have at least 2 hours, I think, before I've got my next class. So I'm going to do some readings.
Makes the both of us.
Yeah. It's kind of awkward being here because there's kind of no one here at uni.
There isn't, and I think they're just they're encouraging us to just go to labs and leave, but there's a big gap between. But
when you've got 2 labs on the same day, and they've shortened them as well, so
there's
now
even
I've got
more of a gap.
Huge gap in between them. So now I'm just trying to fill that gap without trying to touch everyone
or anything.
And wiping everyone down.
Oh gosh, we should.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start cleaning the.
Spend our time cleaning the common room. Okay. Anyway.
That's great.
And just to finish the video, as you can tell, I've just had a shower and washed my hair. I have an early start tomorrow. I'm getting up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock because I have work starting at 7:30. So I'm very lucky to still have a job at the moment. I'm working as an assistant nurse. So my job starts at 7:30, so I have to get up fairly early for that, obviously. I did film a really, really quick clip just before. We just had an address from the Prime Minister, just kind of outlining a lot of the kind of essential work that will still be open over like starting from midnight tomorrow night, and also lots of stuff that will now be closed. So there's now like a total travel ban and a whole bunch of stuff that they've put in place like from tomorrow midnight. So yeah, I won't go into any of that because that's not very necessary, but yeah, I just basically watched that, had some dinner, had a shower, and I'm just putting all my stuff in my bag to get ready to go to work tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more from me and my channel and kind of my experience in nursing school, could be pretty interesting with all of the stuff going on over the next few weeks. So definitely hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.